Make sure that your shoulder blades are above your hands and your pelvic is above your knees. And we're doing this nice ripple with your spine starting from your tailbone. Try to curve slowly, just your tailbone, and then try to curve the area of your lower back and the lumbar area, and that ripple start to crawl up your chest, and finally it will take your head inside. Breathing in here. Breathing out, open only the tailbone, like you're starting to arch your lower back. And that will crawl up your spine, it will open the rib cage, it will fall to the floor. You will take your head up to the ceiling. Stay with your head up. Breathe out, rolling only the tailbone again. Breathe out, let this crawl in your spine. And then don't stay too long, breathe in and breathing out, and again. From the tailbone to the lower back, to the mid-back, open the rib cage. Push your hands against the floor so you're not sinking on your chest. Look up to the ceiling with your eyes. Stay with your eyes up. Roll slowly the tailbone, and the lower back, and the mid-back, and the chest. And pull the head inside like your chin is trying to touch your belly button. And then again, unveil your lower back. Slowly open it. Let your ribs get closer to the floor, but don't fall between your shoulder blades. Good. And then one last time, let's swallow a little bit the spine again, inside to the curve position. Angry cat or angry cow or whatever angry animal. Let's put the feet on the floor, stay curved. Breathe in and breathe out. Lift your knees a little bit off the floor. Just a little bit, and put them back. Open the chest, open the spine, and then again, breathing in, breathing out, rolling everything in a ripple, arriving to the round position. Push your feet to the floor, bring your knees a little bit up, put your knees down to the floor, open the rib cage, open your spine. Crawling again with this nice ripple, starting from the tailbone all the way. Good. Curving the spine, lifting the knees. Good, let's stay up here. Try to neutralize your spine to a stretched spine. Lift the right leg a little bit off the floor, just a bit, and bring it back. Then the left. Also here, try not to move from side to side. This is the challenge. Don't move in order to lift, stay in the center. You will feel the center engage much more. One last time. Good. And if possible, let's slowly start to have the pelvic go up to a triangle position. You can, of course, stay with bent knees a little bit so you can stretch your spine. Just breathe in here and breathe out. Try to rotate your armpits as if you want them to look at each other a bit. And remember, in this position, you want to have the weight mostly on the legs. You don't want to fall on your hands. The shoulder blades are a little more gentle. The joint and the muscle, the legs are much stronger, so really feel like you are pushing something away from you or someone. Don't lean on your shoulders. Try to constantly press the weight back to the legs. Let the legs deal with this position. Good. And also here, breathing in and breathing out, really opening the rib cage, and really breathing out, elongating the position. Don't use the breath out to relax. Breathe in order to become wider and stronger. Breathe out, elongating. Nice. One last time. Breathing out. Let's bend the right knee a little bit, closer to the body, and then paddle with the left knee. You can lift the heels if it's possible, and I would even say let's bend the knee and lift the heel, and then press the other leg down to the floor. Good. You can also do it in your own pace, in your own timing, if you need it a bit slower or faster. And if you want, you could really twist the pelvic when you're bending the knees. You could really feel that how one knee coming in front can twist the pelvic, and you see on Dariush, it's really nice movement for the pelvic. Good. And let's stay slowly with both legs as stretched as possible. Remember, not too much if your spine is getting curvy. Let's start to lift both of the heels off the floor and really press the ball of your feet and slowly bring down the heels and engage your center. Only this, breathing in, and then feel that when the heels are going down, your stomach is actually going up. So there is really a separation here. The heels are pushing down, the stomach is pushing up. Good. One last time of this. Good, and slowly start to just roll your pelvic and bring the knees closer to your body till you can send them back on the floor. Good, the last thing we're going to do is just a little bit of movement. So think that you're trying to look on your left pelvic from the left side. Yes, no. And slowly look to the right. Let your ribs naturally move from side to side. Let the weight of your body also move. You can look to the left and lean to the right. And then we do the other side. So I'm looking to the right and we are leaning on the left. Good. Just a little bit of motion and really try to expose your rib cage from side to side. Nice. And let's try to have a circle. Let's look to the left. Good. Now look down between your legs, roll your spine, and then look to the right. Continue with the head all the way from right to left, and then again. Roll the head inside and the pelvic. Roll to the right side, and like a rainbow with your nose from right to left, and really push the floor in order to roll. And from the right to the left. One last time to this side, rolling the pelvic, rolling the spine, looking from right all the way to the left, and then change the direction. Let's look, first of all, to the right, roll your spine underneath you, look to the left, and really draw a big rainbow with your nose from left to right. Good, and then rolling it, and let the whole movement happening in your spine. It's okay, and it's actually good that this time you are moving a little bit with your body weight, like leaning on one side and then leaning to the other. Good. And then a bit more of a rolling in the head. You can stretch the neck a little bit more. One last time to this side. Good. Let's come back to the center. Let's open the knees a little bit wider. If you have a mat, you can really put the knees on the edge of the mat. Put the back of your feet on the floor and push yourself all the way down to the child pose. You can stretch your hands front. Just put the forehead down. Try to have your pelvic going down to the heels as much as you can. I'm using a lot of my hands. I'm really pushing from my hands the floor, so my pelvic will slowly get closer to the heels. Good. Just breathing in and out. Feel it when you're breathing in, the rib cage is getting closer to your thighs. This is a good way to process this exercise of breathing. You could really feel it when you breathe in, the ribs are getting closer and closer to your legs, and when you breathe in out, they get away from your legs a bit. One last time. And slowly start just to roll your pelvic underneath you. Roll your spine a little bit. Good. And just find the alignment of your spine. Feel how your chest is not arched, your lower back is not arched. You can find this dropping but still kind of aligned. Yeah, you don't need to hold anything. Good. And just a few times, this is the last thing I promise, roll your pelvic a little bit underneath you so you can allow this to happen. And slowly stretch your spine a bit. And then again, roll it a bit from the pelvic. And if you feel like you can have a bit more, you can of course lean more backward and take the head inside. And there's something very satisfying when you open in the chest, you can look up and send your head backward. completely let it fall. And then again, roll the chin inside, roll the pelvic inside, feel how the pelvic is getting closer to your ribs, and then slowly, slowly opening again the pelvic, opening the chest. Really let your head fall as if you are fainting backward. And one last time of rolling. Good. And just shake your pelvic a bit from side to side if it's okay with your knees.